Fishes 26 years ago this past March. And so little did we know 20 years after we moved away from here that I would come back up for the last 10 years and run the pantry. But we are excited that even though we don't live here, we know this is a need in Warren County. And we're excited that we continue to keep Loaves and Fishes going and have no plans of ever letting it go. So Loaves and Fishes will be here. And that's right, big amen. And with, excitingly, 6 months ago, I think, back in November, Jennifer said, "Don't you want to start a soup kitchen?" I was like, "No." Did that, done that. But then I thought, well, yeah, we can do a soup kitchen again. Warren County doesn't have one, so I checked with the North Carolina Department of Agriculture, and they said, well, no one in Warren County takes interest in the commodities that we have for a soup kitchen. If Loaves and Fishes would like to do that, you have the contract. And I was like, okay. So I told Jennifer, yeah, we can do this. And next thing I know, the contract's here. I'm filling it out, asking her 100 questions. And they finalized the contract yesterday.
After we already had this plan.
After we had everything going, I did it by the skin of my chinny chin, you know. But we passed inspection. We had 2 inspections. North Carolina Food Bank had to inspect, and then the North Carolina Department of Agriculture had to inspect. We passed inspections, and we were excited when they said, yes, this is going to happen. So here we are today, thanks to Candy White and Jennifer and a few others that had this ambition and goal in mind of helping our community more. Loaves and Fishes is just excited to be the extended hand that is the umbrella. We are not the pantry, we're not the soup kitchen, we are the umbrella. These ladies and the different organizations and churches and civic organizations that we pray will come in and help serve food or cook meals. This is not going to be just your general soup kitchen. This soup kitchen is going to be for everybody in Warren County. I want our seniors and our children and those people that don't have enough food to come eat, but I want those of us that have been blessed, that have meals every day, to come join in the conversation, join in the helping others through things they're going through, helping them find things that they need. You might know something in this community that they don't know. Okay? Ms. Monica, you might be able to share something with parents that they don't know is in this community. That's what this soup kitchen is about. I'm gonna let Jennifer talk more about it because she thought she wasn't talking today, but she's talking. But I just want to say from Loaves and Fishes, I thank you for your support. I thank you for these ladies. And now this is shooting forward, and I hope in 20 more years, I'm standing here in front of you with another soup kitchen to open in the community.
Thank you, Denise. I really didn't want to talk, and Sunday my minister said, do you want to say one more thing about the soup kitchen? And I'm like, do I really have to go up front and speak? And he's like, yeah, so I want everybody to hear you. And I immediately got dry mouth and thought I was going to faint. But anyway, this is even worse because I don't even know a few of you, but most I do. Anyway, so back in November when the SNAP benefits were temporarily halted, I nearly had a heart attack because I felt like it was my personal responsibility to do something about it and feed everybody. So anyway, so I started ranting and raving at the house. My husband, bless his heart, isn't as high energy as I am, and he's used to me ranting and raving while he just has to listen to it. So I started going off about we need to do a soup kitchen, and we can't do it in my church because we're not handicap accessible. So I said, wait a minute, the fire department is, and like I'm in charge of here. Anyway, he's a member of the fire department. I said, call the chief or text the chief, find out when I can meet with him, and do it now because I'm not going to wait. So sure enough, I was able to meet with the chief, and he thought it was a good idea, but had to pass some approvals, and it passed the approval process. The board here was very willing and open to doing it. And we have some board members here today. And anyway, so then I saw Denise at a function about a week later. She said, oh, let's partner and use our 501c3 and get some government food, and because it's available. And I'm like, what? We can get some food? What do you mean? I thought we would have to get food from all the people in the county. that they can give food and all this kind of stuff. So anyway, one thing led to another, and Denise has been amazing to work with. The Warrenton Rural Fire Department, a big shout out to them because they're letting us use this space, and they are very community oriented. And originally I thought, well, I'm going to challenge all the fire departments in the county to do this. Anyway, so I decided I didn't think that I was going to do that. But anyhow, so there are a couple areas in the county that could very much use an extension of this soup kitchen once we get going, which would be amazing to help the food insecurity issue that we have in the county, which is one of the biggest issues that we have. But we're gonna, start learning how to crawl before we walk and then before we run. And we're hoping that this is just the start of something great to help the citizens of the county that need this. But one of the first things I did after I talked to my minister, Ray Gooch, I know he's here right there in the pink shirt. So he said, talk to Candy White, because she has an ideal store like this. So talk to Candy, she was in on it. Everybody's been so super receptive, and Candy said, this is great, but let's do a little bit more, which I was totally on board with that. And let's make it about also building community and bringing in other people from the community, whoever wants to come. Of course, everybody's always welcome here, but to build, help improve and build on the sense of community that we have here in the county, which is so great. And bring in anybody who wants to come, but also maybe have an opportunity for agencies that work in the county, social and civic groups, maybe have them come in and serve sometimes, or just to come and sit down and have a meal with your neighbor, get to know each other. We're a small county, and it's an amazing county, and we see examples every day of how great this county is. And even though we feel like sometimes, we know everybody in the county, we don't really know everybody in the county. So this is a gathering place where we can come down and break bread together, get to know each other, and also find out maybe some needs that our neighbors have that we don't know that they have, and bring resources to bear for our neighbors that do have some needs that we might not be aware of. So anyway, thank you to Denise and the amazing team at Loaves and Fishes. We had some volunteers from the Arcola Fire Department, who is also amazing out there, great volunteers there. And all of our fire departments are great in the county. The ladies at Arcola Fire Department made this delicious looking slaw. And the whole team at Loaves and Fishes for being so supportive and excited about what we're doing here today. My church, Wesley Memorial United Methodist Church. Candy, still in here. Candy's a minister at a church. Candy, what is your church again?
Mount Auburn.
Mount Auburn. And we have other churches and also other organizations in the county that have already been so supportive, and we're hoping to have even more people say, I want to help, what can I do? And if that's you today, we have volunteer forms here also. So anyway, that being said, I can't believe I talked this much. But anyway, so what's next?
I don't know, this was your champion.
This is my champion. I thought I was just handling this thing up here.
Who else do you have speaking?
Anyway, so what I'd like to do now, I don't think Al Cooper's here.
He's here.
Al Cooper, chairman of the Warren County Commissioners. If you'd like to say a word, thank you for coming.
Just a word.
Say all you want to. You said you had to leave
All
early.
right. Thank you so much for the invitation. Thank you for all of you who are here. What a great idea, and it's always a great thing to come together, especially around food, and to socialize and to get to know your neighbor. And in the midst of all that's going on in our world today, it is a great thing when we can come together and just enjoy each other. And thank you so much for the invitation and what you're doing, and I'll be following up with you on what's next.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Al. And Mayor Walter Gardner for the town of Warrenton.
Thank you, Jennifer, and welcome to everyone. We're excited in the town of Warrenton to be the host location
Yes, that's right.
for this, and we look forward to more good things. Jennifer took all my speech, so I don't need to say all that stuff again, but working together with different organizations is a really great experience that I think we'll see move forward. Partnering with Loaves and Fishes to bring in some of the actual food is going to be a wonderful thing to be able to watch and have just sandwiches.
You got hot dogs today.
So this is going to be exciting. So again, we're excited in town on behalf of the citizens here in Warrenton. We welcome this opportunity to have this right here in town.
All right. We have the superintendent of schools here, also Carol Montague Davis. I don't know if you want to say anything.
No, but I just see the opportunity of pairing with the schools
Yes.
and
Absolutely.
volunteering services that our students can get, and
Absolutely.
knowing how they can build a community with which they live. So I just love this idea. I look forward to coming and volunteering and helping to serve and do what I can in order to make it happen.
Great.
So the school system is 100% behind
Thank you.
the soup kitchen.
The school system has always supported Loaves and Fishes.
Yes.
They've always been there for, a lot of you all have always supported Loaves and Fishes. So we appreciate that. If you're wondering where all the people are, there's 180 families in line at Loaves and Fishes trying to get food right now. Because we had a huge truck today. So, the delay in people coming is, there's a bunch of people in line, so. Anybody else?
Yeah, we have, who's Ray, I see our former district superintendent is here. And I'm sorry. Are you still, you're still our DS until you get your promotion? I don't know if you wanted to say anything.
Just thank you guys, just echo everything that you've already said, thank you for doing this.
Okay.
It's good to have the United Methodist Church supporting us, along with all the other churches that we thank you. We really do. Anybody else? If not, we're gonna cut a ribbon, because we're supposed to cut a ribbon. Okay, I need somebody to take a picture of a few of us cutting a
Mary-
ribbon.
Mary's
Okay, Miss Mary, Miss Hunter, who do you want cut? This is yours now. Who do you want cut?
Either one can do it, it doesn't matter to me. I don't, that's not a big deal.
Mr. Al Cooper, you come back up here, and Mr. Gardner. Here. Oh, we got to turn around, sorry. There you go. All right, come on, Jennifer, I know you want to picture. Miss Montague, you want to come up here? Is, county manager, her name has slipped my mind. Where's Crystal?
She's held up at another meeting.
All right, come on, Paula.
All is here.
Paula's here. I didn't see Paula back there. Okay, so we're officially opening Tuesday's table. Thank y'all so much. And I'm not gonna speak for them if they're ready or not. I'm going over here to my table.